What's up, everybody? Welcome to Last Man Standing, episode 37, the final episode of the football season. My name is Tony Farmer. His name is Ryan Hogue. As you guys have been accustomed to hearing me say to open the show, he is the last man standing in the 2003 NFL Draft, drafted by the Raiders. We're here to react to the Circa Survivor selection counts for Week 18. I know there's some of you on this episode right now that are listening that are still live in Circa Survivor. If that's the case, feel free to reach out. We'd love to put your comment up on the screen. But Ryan, tomorrow's the big day. We got people having visions and dreams and fantasies of being millionaires tomorrow. This is what it all comes down to. Week 18. I'm jealous as hell. I'm not involved in this. I was alive as of last week, got knocked out. So I'm listening to the selection numbers come out, and they're talking about the big check ceremony and people getting blue jackets and shit. And I'm just like, man, I was this close. I got to get over it, though. I will eventually. Where are you at right now, brother?
I am in Vegas right now, and I'm hoping to get over to Circa tomorrow after my broadcasting duties with the Raiders. But, yeah, I'm bummed that we weren't a part of it, but I feel like we were because we rode a number of our fans' coattails and cheered them on. So I hope one of our listeners happens to be an only winner. That would be awesome. But if not, I support all. What do we have, 19 left?
18 left at this
18.
point.
18. I hope all 18 get a good shake at it. So that's still a pretty good payday. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll pull those numbers up here in a second so people can see the selection counts. But Ryan, I hope you do get a chance to go over to Circa tomorrow, because if you go over there, like around the Sunday night game, there's going to be champagne bottles popping. There's going to be people celebrating that life-changing money. So I hope you get to witness that, and that'll help you manifest it for next year when hopefully you're involved with getting a win next year. We'll see how it goes.
And Tony, will they wait until the Sunday night game is over, or if, assuming there's no will they do it just after the 3 o'clock slates of games?
They're going to be popping the champagne as they go. I'm getting that impression from James's documentary last year. That's kind of how it went. You know, the first slate would be over. They'd say, hey, you're officially in. We don't know how much money you're winning yet. Let's pop the bottle. At least we know you're in. So I think they're going to kind of be doing it as they go. And as you'll see the numbers here, there is one game in the late slot. When I say late slot, of course, I don't mean the Sunday night football slot, but the later slot. Here we go. That would be the Arizona Cardinals, Ryan. I don't know if this person watched our show or not, and if this is where they got this idea, but one person is on the Cardinals. So theoretically, if those other 4 teams lose, Colts, Packers, Bucks, and Falcons, there could be, for the first time ever, only one winner of Circa Survivor taking home the $14.266 million. I was just watching the VSiN show where they released the selection count, and the math was done for us by Jeff Benson. He said that would be a 320-1 parlay. So this guy in the Cardinals, basically, think about it, has a 321-1 shot, 320-1 shot to win all $14 million. But I don't think he'd mind splitting it with 3 other people or 4 other people or even 18 other people, if that's what it comes down to. So, Ryan, what's your reaction, 1, when you see this? 2, which of these teams do you think people should feel the most uneasy about being on tomorrow?
Yeah, so my first thought is there's a lot of people having a lot of confidence in the NFC South, and I would say the NFC South was the worst conference in the NFC and the second worst conference in the NFL. So that puts me a little on edge just in general. Obviously, I think Atlanta looks a lot better with Michael Penix, and Tampa's desperate and knows that they're chomping at the bit to catch them. So I feel pretty good about Tampa. But again, the NFL does a great job of setting up matchups where, just like we saw last week, expect the unexpected. I think the best team on there, obviously, is Green Bay, hands down. I think they're playing the best football of all 5 of those teams. Indy, I think they're just a mess, so it's a crapshoot whoever they play. We talked about that kind of at length during our last podcast. Arizona, I like going on an island, right? And then you hedge. And then hope for carnage. So there's so many different strategies. I love it. The safe bet is obviously Atlanta and Tampa Bay, but I love the Green Bay pick, and I love the Arizona pick in particular.
Yeah, there were only 2 people left who had Green Bay. They both went with the Packers there. That one person on the Cardinals, that's going to be an interesting game against the 49ers we mentioned. Not only is it a Josh Dobbs revenge game, but the 49ers' number 1 receiver now Juwan Jennings, they played together at Tennessee. If you remember that. They had that big Hail Mary game back in college, so it's going to be interesting to see how those guys do against this Arizona team. I think those two people on the Colts can't be feeling that great, right? After what you saw last week. I know we said that on our last show, but just something to be aware of there. And I don't know if you saw Whitehead, the Bucs safety, who was in a car accident, apparently not life-threatening, but apparently injured enough where he's going to miss this game. That's not what you want to see right before you make your selection or after you make your selection in Circa Survivor with $14 million in the line. Now, it's just one guy. You're still a 2-touchdown favorite. I'm not saying it's reason to panic, but you don't want to be seeing little things like that in the news right before you're probably watching the biggest sports betting game of your life.
To that point, Tony, you always talk about cluster injuries, and Antoine Winfield Jr. is already out. And Todd Bowles notoriously plays 3 safeties a lot more than any other team in the NFL. And they're 2 safeties that are both studs, Jordan Whitehead and Antoine Winfield. Both of them being out, that's a big deal. And then, Jamel Dean has been banged up as well. And so their secondary is a little decimated. That's not what you want to see, even against a team as weak as New Orleans.
And if you guys enjoy this type of analysis, what Ryan is breaking down for you there, make sure you check out our last episode, which was episode 36. You can find that on YouTube. We went through every game from a Circa Survivor perspective, talked a little bit about strategy for this week, etc. We're not going to get that deep into the weeds today because we already did that earlier this week. But main thing I want to get across, if you're still alive in Circa Survivor tomorrow, enjoy every freaking moment. You got 14,000 people who are jealous as hell that you're in this situation. Soak it up. Whether all 18 win or whether we see some more carnage tomorrow, it's going to be a hell of a day, life-changing money on the line. I can't wait to watch it unfold, just even as a bystander with no stake in it. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow, man.
Right on. And if it makes sense, Tony, at minimum, you and I should get on a FaceTime call, or we could always, I'm sure they'll be broadcasting all the things and we can see it on the documentary, but it would be fun to also see it in real time so we can communicate about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. I think we've done all we can. I know this is a short show, but we just wanted to go on here, show you guys the numbers, which you probably saw already, give you our quick little reactions to them. Not much else to say. You guys enjoy tomorrow. It's going to be a lot of fun. This show has been a blast. Thanks for watching all season long. We appreciate you guys. Can't wait to come back next season strong. Week 1, we're looking forward to it. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, guys. Good luck.